So I use this phrase quite a lot. Nobody wants to be sold to, particularly not on LinkedIn. If we think about it, we're all on LinkedIn for different reasons, or a variety of reasons that might be changing by the week or the month. It could be that you're wanting to enhance your own career prospects. It could be that you're looking for somebody to join your team. It could be that you're on there to find content that is relevant to you in your industry, to keep in touch with partners, with existing clients, and to network with colleagues. And so there are numerous reasons. And obviously there are also people who are wanting to find sales leads and have sales conversations with people on LinkedIn. And so all of those things are perfectly good and valid reasons to be on LinkedIn. But the challenge is that 90% of C-level prospects ignore cold outreach. And just because you're on LinkedIn and you're connected does not make that suddenly warm outreach. You can be doing cold outreach on LinkedIn as much as you do on any other platform. But what you can do with LinkedIn is you can actually warm up your outreach. And the advantage is that very often you get access to these C-level prospects. And if your tone is right and you treat people with respect, you manage to get past any other gatekeepers because you're actually speaking to the person themselves. Because they are looking for services to buy. They do have a budget, and they do have people that they need to be working with, and they will be active on LinkedIn. And actually 75% of B2B buyers are using social media to research vendors. So even if they've discovered about you from a Google search or because somebody's been in touch via email, they're still going to be checking you out on social media. So it's so important that your LinkedIn presence is correct, and that perhaps you haven't in the past annoyed them so much that they would never want to work with you again. So there was a study by CEB quite a number of years ago that said that people, B2B buyers, are 57% of the way through their buying decision before they ever really want to speak to a vendor. And actually they did the survey again and the percentage went up again. This was a little bit controversial at the time because it was implying that salespeople have less value, that actually the decision has been more than half made before they ever get to speak to a salesperson, which puts the salesperson in the position of order taking and negotiation and then passing that over. I actually would disagree with that. All it's meant is that the sales process has got a little bit more complicated, because you used to be, as a salesperson, meeting that decision maker and educating them and telling them everything that they needed to know about how to solve the problem that they've got and why your solution is best positioned to do that. But now people are searching online, and obviously LinkedIn is a really good place to do that. In fact, across B2C and B2B, 90% of customer buying decisions are starting online. Now, 67% of the top performing sales organizations really lean into the content. They're using that fact that the research is being done online by making sure that their salespeople are there, and their marketing people, with enough content to consume, which will frame their thinking. So it's just gone from the salesperson being in a meeting much earlier in the process and helping people to frame the thinking on what's needed. Instead, that's done through content, and sales still has a huge role to play in that. So salespeople, marketing people, business owners and founders need to be in among this research, in this top part of the funnel of the 57%. And that's why content is really important. Now, you do need to balance that, because when you start spamming people with content in the inbox, that can go down as badly as spamming them with sales pitches. But actually, this is where the pull technique comes in. This is the inbound marketing side of things. If you're connected in with the right network, and then you are bringing through the content, through your posts, through conversation, adding value, seeing where you can help, then that's you doing a really good sales job at this top part of the funnel. And so this is a triangle produced by Sticky Branding. I'm sure that you've seen variations of this, and the premise of it is that at any one time, only 3% of the people that fit your target market will actually be active buyers. And that's why when you connect with people and sell to them immediately, you have to send out a lot of those messages to find some people that will say yes. And so that's why we have these principles of getting connected in with people without immediately selling to them. You really want to find out where they are in the buying process before you actually put them off, because ultimately people want to be on LinkedIn having a good experience, and if they're currently not looking at your products and services to buy, your messaging will come across as being, rather than helpful, a bit irritating, and they will more likely than not even tell you no, they will just ignore you. So that's why we try to find a reason to connect that is not selling directly to our prospect right away.